Well, greetings everybody. Um, I'm making this video to answer a question that came in yesterday evening, and the question that I got from a student wasn't about how to solve this. Okay, I've made some videos already to discuss how you solve this sort of equation. The question I got was just about how you check the proposed solutions. Okay, so let's say that we are okay that we can go through the solving process, and then we'll get these two answers, 4 and -9. Okay, now if you're not so sure about the solving process and how you would get 4 and -9, I have other videos devoted to just that. But let's say that we're okay with that and we get 4 and -9. The problem with this kind of question is you can solve it and you can do everything correct, make no mistakes, and it still doesn't guarantee both solutions work. It's just the nature of this kind of problem. All right, so we check them and make sure. Okay, so I'm going to check 4 first, and that would mean taking this original problem and letting x be 4. You see that I've done that here, and I put a question mark as if to say I don't know if this is going to work. This is why I'm checking it, and I get it all the way down to root 16 is 4, and that is true. Square root of 16 is 4. And then I go to check -9, and same thing, I put -9 in for x, and let's see, I get -5 times -9, that's positive 45. I get root 81. And then it comes down and says root 81 is -9. Now, it's tempting to think that, you see a root 81 and a 9, and then that might be correct, but let's try it, okay? So here's a scientific calculator, an online calculator. If you have a handheld calculator, it would work like this, but I'm going to put in root 81 and see what it says, and it says 9. It does not say -9, okay? This is apparently not true. The square root of 81 is not equal to -9. If you have any doubt, I checked it on the calculator and it says it's 9. It doesn't say anything about -9, okay? There's another online calculator I like to use, Wolfram Alpha. If you want, if you're still doubtful, we'll say square root of, what was it, 81? Let's see what it says. Square root of 81 it's still 9, okay? All right, so there you have it, it's 9. Now, I know that it might be tempting to think that -9 could be right, and so I'll go into a brief discussion real quick. There's something called the principal square root, okay, of a number. And just like it says here, unless otherwise stated, the square root of a number refers only to the principal square root. The principal square root is the positive number square root, okay? So I could understand why it'd be tempting to think that -9 might work, but just like it says here, and as verified with my online calculators that I use, okay, that when we're talking about square roots, unless somebody goes out of their way to say something about negative numbers, the square root of a number is the principal square root, is the positive number square root. In other words, in this case, it's 9, not -9, okay? So I'd have to say about this that, well, that just isn't true. When I plugged in -9, and I worked it out, and it reduces to something that is not true, and so that's why we would reject the -9, and that's why, like, the only solution, the one solution that there is to this one, is 4, okay? All right, so that's how we can go about checking. With maybe more detail than you wanted. You might just trust your calculator and accept that roots are not going to be negative numbers, and that's all fine, but hopefully that's at least what you needed to hear, plus maybe a little more.